Oh, y'all think they're still with him?
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the physique update of Rafael Brandao, who guest posed at Brazil Pro last night, just 1 week after this year's Miss Olympia. And he is looking in a very solid condition right now. So every guy who competed at this year's Miss Olympia must be in a great shape, because these guys are professionals. And just after 1 day of eating off meal plans, they are right back on their diet. The very next day, they're right back to their usual routine. So the next show in line for the men's open bodybuilding, that is gonna be Romania Pro, which is happening in 20 days time from now. And that is a great opportunity for Rafael Brandao to go into that show, get his early qualification for the Olympia 2025, and utilize the rest of the year to get bigger, to put on more muscle, to grow. Because we all know that Rafael still needs more size, he still needs more density, more muscle mass. So Ramon placed his career's best at this year's Miss Olympia, which was 8th. And that wasn't exactly a bad placing. But the thing is, that isn't what these guys were looking for. And although I have to say he wasn't as conditioned as guys like Hunter, Martin or Andrew Jacked, but I have got to say even if he was, he still lacks the size to compete with all these top tier guys. So how many times have we seen this? That these bodybuilders, they massively exaggerate about the amount of muscle they have put on in just a few months. I mean, what was the rumor regarding Rafael Brandao leading into this year's Miss Olympia? That Rafael Brandao is 15 pounds heavier than his Arnold Ohio version. And I have got to say that was just too good to be true. And it is so unrealistic for a guy like Rafael Brandao, because it has taken him years and years to get to his current size. I mean, the man has been competing as a pro since 2017. And that's way before than Hunter Librado, Samson Dauda or Nick Walker, even before these guys turned pro. And just take a look at the size difference of all these guys in comparison to Rafael Brandao. There is just still so much difference. Now I do believe that Rafael Brandao looked overall a lot better at this past Arnold, especially his version in Columbus. Now he was a bit better at the Olympia this year compared to his Arnold Brazil look. That being said, Rafael Brandao just needs another long off season, just like he did in 2023. They decided to take the whole year off, and winning a show earlier in the year, that is gonna be a good strategy. Because there is absolutely no denying this fact that Rafael Brandao, he is one of the most athletic guy out there. And if he can put on some more size, some more mass, he is gonna be right up there, fighting for the top spot in the first call out. So I have got to say credit must be given to William Bonac and his coach Stefan. So many people, including myself, we counted him out leading into this year's Miss Olympia. And the man just shocked everyone by placing 7th in the world in such a deep lineup. So some of you guys haven't realized that he was able to place 2 spots above his last Miss Olympia. That was back in 2022. He was able to beat the former Miss Olympia, Brandon Carey. So William Bonac is 100% healthy. There is absolutely no reason for him to think about retirement, because with the Pro League increasing the prize money for all these shows with every passing year, now is the time for William Bonac and all these other guys to secure some good paydays. I am actually so surprised that some people were angry at William Bonac's reaction when Samson Dauda was announced the winner and the new Miss Olympia. But I have to say, for many of the other guys, that was actually the highlight of Miss Olympia this year. But it's great to see that most of Hadi Chupan diehard fans, they have agreed to this decision, that Samson Dauda deserved to win this Olympia. He was 100% the best bodybuilder on the stage at the Olympia this year. So coming back to William Bonac, the man went against all the odds into the Olympia this year. And this was his 4th show of the year. And as a veteran of the sport, he proved to the young guys that he is still so consistent when it comes to peaking for all these shows. And the man again nailed his peak.
Oh, y'all think they're still with him?
Did Quentin Beastwood dropped another bombshell of a news? Or was it sarcasm? Well, I don't know about Shaun Clarida, but this video of Quentin, that makes a solid case for Nick Walker to look for a new coach. If everything that was said in that video that was actually true, which I am sure it was. And maybe Matt Jansen will respond. But I have got to say, if he does, it will get even more uglier as Quentin said he has all the conversations, all the WhatsApp messages between him and Matt Jansen. So was Shaun happy with his look at the Olympia stage this year? Now this is the caption under his latest post. Yes, he was peeled, but even Shaun admitted that he was really small compared to last year or even in comparison to 2022. And there was actually a solid argument for Angel Calderon for being second instead of Shaun Clarida. So Nick Walker leaving Matt Jansen, that will be a big story, because the way the whole situation was handled, with Matt talking through most part of that video, that wasn't a great look at all. And there is a reason why that particular video is no longer available on either Nick or Matt Jansen's IG. And the way Nick Walker trusted Matt Jansen, none of us would be even a little surprised if it was actually Matt Jansen's call to go about that video the way these guys did. And that actually backfired. So if this actually happens and Nick Walker splits up with Matt Jansen, whom do you guys think he should hire next? And please do not say Samson's wife. I don't think she will ever be interested in coaching any other guy. Hani Rambod has his hands full with Hadi Chopin and Derek Linsford. Chris Aceto is working with Andrew Jack. Maybe his former coach, Dominic Brandon, aka Dom Super Sliced. Maybe he can go back with him, as him and Nick Walker, they did not finish that prep together, although they went through a very good offseason when these guys were working together. And actually, as I was making this video, I just saw this comment of Nick Walker under his latest YouTube video that he is no longer working with Matt Jansen. So Quentin was 100% right. Next up, we have a physique update from Jordan Hutchison. So he has been able to stay very lean and very huge in this phase, what all these bodybuilders label as a health phase or the detox phase in today's time. So it has been more than 8 weeks since we saw Jordan on the stage last time. I believe his last show was Texas Pro, where his performance got totally overshadowed because Andrew Jack showed up looking at his all-time best at that show. And the focus of the whole bodybuilding media and all the bodybuilding community, that just all went towards Andrew Jack. Now Jordan, I have to say, had a very good run in 2024. He got top 5 in Chicago, top 3 in Tampa, and top 2 in Texas. And the way he was able to improve from one show to the next, that was really commendable. Great condition in all 3 shows, and he could have placed better than top 5 at Chicago if he wasn't so overlooked at that show. Now standing next to the likes of Andrew Jack, that will make you realize how small you are, especially in comparison. And as soon as Jordan gets out of this health phase, he is ready for a big off season for 2025. So Jordan is also done with gyno surgery, he's also done with traveling, and he is 100% ready to make this off-season count and make it to the Olympia stage in 2025. Next up, we have Breon Ansley, who is once again at that point in his career where he needs to make this decision whether he should stay in Classic or switch over to the 212. So Breon made top 5 at the Olympia this year, which is still very exceptional considering the man is now 45 years old. But Breon wasn't very happy with the outcome because for the very first time since 2016, Breon was unable to make top 4.
What up, guys? We came away with the 5, and it's bittersweet a little bit, but I'm proud of the look, and I can't complain. So I'm gonna try to go get in the Cheesecake Factory right now. Let's go.
Now to me, him switching to the 212 at this stage of his career, that doesn't make any sense. Breon competes somewhere in the 180s. So for him to get bigger, to match the size of, let's say, Keon Pearson or Shaun Clarida, the amount of stress that he is gonna put on his system, on his health, I don't think that is worth the risk. Because still in Classic, he is top 5 in the world, and all of us have nothing but massive respect for Breon, still beating all these young guys. But I do believe this is as far as Breon can go in Classic with all that emerging talent in Classic at the moment. So if he made the decision of switching over to the 212 back in 2020, that year he dropped down to 3rd behind Terrence Sofin, it would have made a lot more sense. But what do you guys think? Should Breon stay in Classic or move to 212? So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.